Previously on Critically Stupid. Okay, I'll try and keep this one short. I don't even know why I say that. I know I'm not going to. I'm sorry. Need a drink first. Okay, smash cut. Hey everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of soon-to-be world-famous Critically Stupid, and I am here with your recap. I finally got to see my my crush, possible love of my life. I'm not sure yet. Captain Davel Starsong again, and I've had a contact information for him, but I just haven't done anything with it. To be fair, we've been quite busy with this whole Stone of Galore thing, which incidentally is what it turned out Davel was there for, not so much for me. Although he certainly tried to make it seem like he was there for me, which I have mixed feelings about. We ran into him in an alley, and he had all these roses, which I initially thought was very, very sweet. But then he got asking about our adventures, and Arnold actually noticed that there was somebody on the roof, which is when I realized that this was perhaps not so much a social call as a call as with an agenda. So obviously I confronted him, and feeling a little bit hurt because, again, he's potentially the love of my life after Josh Pad, of course, who is the true love of my life. And he, Captain Starsong, insisted that he just wanted to talk to us. So I figured that was fine. What possible harm could that do, provided the goons that he brought with him stayed outside. So we went into Troll Skull, where he told us that the stone has a lot of I guess risks attached to it, and we've there's been a lot of hints that the stone is not a stone, the biggest one being that time we heard it talk. That was, for me at least, that was like the biggest tell that there's more to this stone than just a stone. And Davel kind of confirmed that and encouraged us to go speak with Ramalia Haventree, because he said that the stone could destroy everything, which, I don't know, sometimes destroying everything sounds like something I would like to happen, but that's not fair to the rest of the group. So we thought that, yeah, maybe we should look into this stone thing. And the last thing that he told me was that I needed to be careful who I trusted, which I thought was silly, because obviously I don't trust that many people. But he pointed to Floon, and I've often thought there's something up with Floon. Not just because he tried to drug me. Anyway, enjoy the show.
I have a pirate's chest.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I have like a pirate's chest.
Oh, look at that.
So I just literally
I'm not mad at that. I was going to make fun of you for
handful.
having a lot of dice, but I'm actually not mad at that.
Oh yeah, no, mine aren't exactly, or I keep mine in this sack.
Yeah.
Mine are in, it was part of a drawer so I have a drafting table, and it had like a cloth drawer, and I was tired of like the loud thunk on the table, so I was doing it in the drawer. But I was thinking, I actually kind of like the metal dice, so I feel like I need to get more metal, because I think I recall that Libris Arcana is, I can never say that word, Arcana. I'm not a very good
What the fuck?
Is that where you keep your dice?
That's all of my dice are in here.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What is the story behind that?
If you told me to guess what you kept your dice in, and you gave me 100 guesses,
never would
I would not
that.
even come close to decorative statue head.
I am so mad that you let me go first, you asshole.
You never know
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your soon-to-be world-famous Dungeons & Dragons real play comedy podcast, Critically Stupid. I am your host, Alexander James, but today isn't about me because we have a fabulous guest with us in the studio. Her name is Erin, and I will let her take it from there. Erin?
Hi, how you guys doing? Thanks for joining us. I've never played D&D before, so this is going to be fun.
Fuck yeah. What was your favorite part of last episode, Erin?
Favorite part of last episode was when Anthony sang and Diana was ornery.
Okay.
Damn, did you watch last episode? It's not even out
Have you
yet.
watched
That's crazy.
every single one of our episodes?
Most.
Erin, who's going next?
Okay, it's going to be, we'll do Garion.
Hello, everybody. My name is George of the Jungle, and my favorite part of the Oppenheimer movie was after the bomb dropped and Oppenheimer said, that just happened. Anthony, you go next.
I'm Anthony.
I wanted much longer of a pause there for that bullshit, not funny joke. Anthony, if you could stay quiet for like another 10 full seconds.
Anthony, you go next.
I'm Anthony. I play Arnold the part. My favorite part of last episode was honestly Gareth just walking forward because he was being ignored. He's like, oh, I don't matter in this situation, see ya, and he just kept going. I was like, I love this. This is the best. He's like, is he part of the scene? He doesn't want to be. No one invited him. He's just
I just walked past David. He didn't even do it. I don't think he noticed.
It was amazing. That was my favorite part for some reason. So Diana.
Hi, my name is Diana. I play Mel. I also have the Wolf Pup, Joshua Patrick, Josh Pat, Jay Peasy. I've not seen the Oppenheimer movie, so I can't really identify a favorite part. But my favorite part of our last episode was, honestly, just having Dave Star Song there, because I thought that might not happen again. So getting a little bit more from him and getting a little bit better idea of his part to play, and also he's like just real sexy up here, so that that was good for me. That was good.
My favorite part was, so I invented a nickname for Dave Starsong's bandits on the fly, and it was the Boom Raiders. And I saw Anthony's face when I said it, but we were moving too quickly to like stop and explain it because he got really excited. And then we just moved on. He just had to sit there quietly, and I thought that was fucking great.
Yeah, that's my life.
It's like being the
Aw.
youngest child at Thanksgiving dinner.
So
Or the
wow, that was
youngest
a
child in a
specific
D&D
reference.
podcast.
Yeah, the only difference is I'm way cooler. than-
You're so much
yeah.
cooler.
Actually, no, now that I think about it, I'm also way cooler than the rest of my family. So who knows?
I mean, the rest of your anyway.
Every single
all right.
one, believe it or not.
Cool. So we're gonna open with an improv scene that we build together. The basic premise of it is trash people in Waterdeep picking up something curious, something they weren't supposed to. So my questions are as follows. Diana, why are these fantasy trash people working after hours?
Trash people?
Trash people, garbage.
I
men.
assume you mean
Oh,
like
so in my
people who
head,
collect
they're-
garbage.
Yeah.
Or...
No, they're
That is not
raccoons
where my
in
brain
my
went.
head. They're raccoons.
All right. Why are the
Mhm.
raccoons working late?
Well, raccoons always work late because during the day there's a lot of people, and if they see them, they kind of assume they're rabid, and they just don't need that kind of negativity in their life. So they just wait till it's late. Raccoons get a bad rap. They're actually trying to help clean up Waterdeep by collecting the trash, but people think that they're making the mess, but they're not really. They're good raccoons.
I would love for you to answer my question. Why are they working late?
Oh, why? But what? Because that's their shift.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Fine. Great.
Night shift.
Night shift.
That's what I mean. Raccoons only work night shift.
Night shift at the raccoon garbage factory. I love it. Anthony, who's in charge?
Sly Cooper.
Who's in charge? Let me see. It's a non-raccoon is the
Ooh,
thing.
interesting.
It's
Okay.
yeah, it's not a raccoon. It's actually it's I'd like to say it's like a 70-year-old woman. She has like a hairnet.
Okay.
She used to be a lunch lady, and she would throw like the extra food out in the garbage, and she built like a rapport with these raccoons over time, and they started a business together, and that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're making
That's-
a racket doing this. This is not a service provided for the city. This is like the trash mafia.
Well, it's
That's
both.
privately owned.
Honestly,
Panda
I
Mafia.
mean, they saw a
Okay.
need and they filled the need. So a
All
little
right.
bit of both.
Aaron,
Like the
as
mafia.
as this raccoon trash mafia is rolling around the late shift, where do they find this item, this thing that they weren't supposed to find? This curio.
Yeah, they were bagging all the trash and doing the big stick with the spike at the bottom,
yeah,
with
sure.
their little raccoon bodies, and just kind of leaping with it back and forth.
So cute up here.
Yeah, they're
right? That's
adorable. And then one of them goes to leap and it hits something really hard and just bounces right off, and all the other raccoons scurry to check it out, and it's the curio.
Okay. I like
It's
to think that
buried
this
in the
was
ground.
happening. I like to think, okay, it was buried in the ground. Perfect,
Yeah,
perfect. Okay. So this raccoon trash panda mafia that is working the late shift digs up something from the ground. And Anthony, what's her name? The lady in charge.
Oh, Cloris Leachman.
And Cloris Leachman, fucking R.I.P., pokes her head out of it. Has she died yet?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, hey, listen, Cloris, if you're listening to this, I hope you don't go soon. So Cloris Leachman, R.I.P., sticks her head out of the window and says, like, "Hey, put it in the back. We're going." Garion, what do the raccoons pull from the ground? What did they find?
Let's see. You said he was buried, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I think that this gang of raccoons led by a former lunch lady finds just like a regular non-fantasy desert eagle.
Okay, perfect. So these raccoons unearth a rusty, pitted sort of it's almost like a hand crossbow, but it's shiny and metallic, and it's got like black tape wrapped around the handle. And Cloris Leachman shouts at them to put it in the back, and then this trash wagon takes off, rattling over the cobblestones of Waterdeep. It's so late that it's almost early as a strip of gray starts to band the horizon, and this wagon pulls up, not to the dump, not to the landfill, not even to Cloris Leachman's personal trash house, but across the city at a warehouse, bundled almost up to the city wall. It's massive and a single story, and the roof is peaked with like shafts of yellow light illuminating like windows. And
Is it made of Ayn Rand books?
It is not made of Ayn Rand books, because I'm cutting that bit out of the intro. I'm not keeping it. You can't hold a knife to my throat and tell me what to keep from the cold open, Bestie. Nice try.
I didn't tell you what to keep. It was a question.
And then Cloris Leachman pulls up to the back,
Right?
and reverses the back of this carriage and slides all of this junk just sort of in front of a loading dock. And one of the raccoons says, hey, Miss Leachman, we just gonna leave all this here? And Cloris looks over her shoulder and says, "Don't ask questions. The lady who works here loves it. She takes all this junk." And then she slaps the reins, and this trash carriage and horses takes off into the darkness. Smash cut. We're going to open on you three bing bongs. Couple questions to get you into the scene. Gareth, you expressed interest in replicating the Stone of Galore.
I did.
Obviously, for security purposes, if it's a world-ending gem, massively powerful artifact, especially after the warning from Davil Starsong, it's really only prudent. So my question is, who pointed you guys towards the person who they recommended? Who was the first person you guys went to with like a where should we go?
Oh, dude, Glass and Baubles.
Yeah, you stepped over the police line and you asked the wet red smear that is Futon. And his ghost answered and rattled the chains of the walls, and he pointed you towards the southeast of the city, which is very good. I, dear listener, have not actually seen any facet of Aaron's character sheet, so I have no idea what I'm working with here. So I'm going to kind of stumble in blind and just sort of ask your patience. Normally, the guest and I sort of collaborate on a character sheet moving forward. Aaron was very nice enough to collaborate with me as it pertained to like the story, but I've got no fucking idea who's inside this warehouse, and we're all going to figure it out together. So, who is going in the warehouse first?
Me. Oh boy.
Okay. Gareth, you open a regular sized door. You're staring at this warehouse, which is this huge, sprawling one-level structure next to like the city wall of Waterdeep. It almost looks like a single warehouse has eaten 2, 3, 4 other warehouses, and sort of like has grown like a stacked concrete deck of cards until it stretches like out of your eyesight. But in the front of it is a single person-sized door with a cat door, and then there's a plain wooden sign with what looks like felt pen scratched over the front, and it says,
I have no idea.
"Yeah, you know what? Yeah, just something's written on this sign." Thank you.
All right. Hey, party, what does that sign say?
What does that sign say?
Dianna, I'm so sorry, Mel. The sign says by appointment only, and then underneath it in much smaller letters it says, please go away.
There we go. Immersion saved.
I feel that in my bones. I want to make that my message that pops up when I've been idle from my email too long.
So do we have to make an appointment to go away, or is it go away if we don't have an appointment?
It's just go away.
It's just go away.
Who the hell said that?
As you ask that question, Gareth, a small gargoyle over the front door answers. You can actually see it's cleverly hidden by the top of the door. So when I say small, I mean it's literally like 3 inches tall. It's
Holy
a tiny
shit.
gargoyle jutting out over this door frame.
Hold on. 3 inches is not small. All right, 3 inches is just enough. It is a perfectly average amount.
Is it average?
Dare I say that might even be a little too big for a gargoyle.
I think it's like an inch short of what's actually average gargoyle, but
Wow! Oh, you know what? In terms of gargoyles, is size really all that's important, or is it really how you use the gargoyle?
yeah, I mean it's how effective the gargoyle is at accomplishing whatever its goal might be. But
its goal at this
I mean,
exact
you
moment
mentioned
is letting Garion open the door and get me out of this fucking bit.
Gareth is just gonna real confidently fucking knock right on the door.
Okay. Aaron, do you answer the door?
No.
Okay. Garion, you knock, and your knocks go unanswered, but on the third one, the door actually swings in slightly.
Well, it appears to be unlocked, therefore this is not breaking and entering. So I just kind of go inside.
it's a
Anthony,
little
do you have
breaking
something?
and entering.
Oh,
but
yeah, I
that's
was gonna
not-
ask.
It's only
like,
entering.
The gargoyle above, like, is it just a statue? It's just a normal standard gargoyle statue. It's not moving at all.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be animated in any capacity.
Okay,
It's
it's not
just,
doing it.
and in fact, none of you actually saw it move. You just heard a voice come from it.
Okay. But so we definitely did hear it. Okay. Can I look? I just want to look at it. Can I examine it and just kind of
please.
see if there's anything more to it? Like, I just
Are
want to
you
see.
doing? This would be an investigation check for what? Just a deeper purpose?
Basically, I just want to see if it's alive or if it's like a speaker of some sort. If it's like
All right,
how
I'll
that-
take investigation or Arcana, Arnold.
Oh shit. I got a 14.
14. Okay. It appears to just be a gargoyle. I think as you get your face closer, you can tell that it has been added to the door. Like you see some fresh like cement marks where like a hole has been drilled for it.
It's like
And-
with clay when you gotta.
Yeah, exactly. And you might even catch like a really, really faint inscription, Arnold, but like definitely no like glowing arcane glyphs or anything super obvious.
What about like a USB port?
No USB port.
Damn it! I'm out of ideas.
It's USB. It's USB-C actually.
Shit! Gareth doesn't know what that is. He's only familiar with standard USB.
I mean, I think it charges faster if it's USB-C.
All right, Garion, are you going in?
Yeah.
I am determined in our later years of this campaign to only waste 30 minutes of our guests' time at a maximum.
Oh, good fucking luck with that.
You're
Why
not
do that
making it
when I
easy,
could make
bestie.
dick
Is all I'm
jokes?
saying.
I know I'm not. You know I ramble.
You
Okay,
Can't
guys are
help
great.
it.
You guys are
Garrett.
wonderful.
Garion.
Thank you. At least somebody loves me.
It ain't me. Garion.
It ain't me.
You all three walk into this warehouse. Josh Pat follows behind, his toenails clicking on the concrete floor.
How's he reacting, by the way, to being in the warehouse?
He's very curious to the scene that is about to unfold in front of you. Both of his ears are up and he's sniffling because you are looking at a hoarder's paradise of paraphernalia. You are looking at completely unorganized piles and shambles and racks and hanging on the walls of just stuff, capital S stuff. There is a pile of like loose candelabras. There's a entire shelf of what look to be like fantasy alarm clocks that somebody has unscrewed every single one of. There must be hundreds of them there. There is over this on the ceiling hanging from wires is a massive clockwork owl that looks to be like 400 times life size. There is a suit of armor in a case that looks like it's made from like beaten enameled shadow that is like amorphous and moving. And there is a small rat about the size of a bobby car that looks like a small child could sit in it and pedal with their feet and drive this rat around.
But
And
not a real rat, right? Because that's
not a real rat,
small
dead rat, fake rat.
Wait,
Hold
dead
on,
or
dead
fake?
rat and fake rat
Yeah.
is a very important distinction.
Hey, listen, it's a dead or fake rat. We'll get there when we get there. But buried in all of this trash and junk and stuff is a massive desk set back a ways from the door. I think you walk around a couple of piles to get to it. It is littered with papers and tools and little projects that are clearly still in the process of being worked on. But the first thing that catches your eye is a floating potion flask about the size of a grapefruit that is glowing a neon pink. And standing behind that desk, bent over a series of papers and something else that you can't quite make out is... Aaron, could you please tell the players who they see behind the desk?
So you guys end up seeing Beatrice. She likes to be called BB, and she is an elfin cleric from a village called Glitterstone. She's very, very small. She's older. She's just a hot mess.
Okay, love that.
I feel that in my bones too.
So I think that the person behind the desk catches Mel and Arnold's eye because Gareth's eye is just wandering around the room. He's hyperventilating a little bit. His fingers are twitching.
So, BB, you see three fucking ding-dongs and the cutest dog known to mankind walk into your shop. It is late. I think it is like maybe midnight or later. Definitely later than you are used to having visitors, and you're not used to having a lot.
Okay. Sugar honey iced tea. Why are y'all here? I told you to go away.
We need your help. The door just it opened. We thought maybe that was like an invitation to come in. This is a really nice place that you have. Somebody said you could help us.
Well, I don't know why anybody would tell you that. I can't help anybody. I can't even help my own village.
I also feel that in my bones. That's Diana, not Mel. No, I think you're the right person for this. Somebody needs to help us with this, and I think it's you. If you're open to hearing what we need, maybe.
Fine. Just tell me.
We need to know if this rat is dead
Or fake.
or fake.
Okay, that's our first question. There's two. That's the first one.
I would never keep a dead rat in my shop.
It's a
Of course
living,
it's
rideable
fake.
rat. I am so excited. So like
Just
Arnold,
like
Oh my
that.
god, he's still
Just
alive.
like
He's
that
just like
collie
slowly
dog.
screaming.
Every time you pedal it, like fucks up his organs.
It's horrible.
This is terrible.
It's the worst. I do
Improv.
not like that my brain immediately started to visualize that. Like, why must you betray me, self?
It's like scrambling eggs.
Yabba dabba dow.
Anywho, our second question. We have something. It's really important, and I don't want to rope you into what we're roped into because
Me neither.
honestly, it's dangerous, and we've lost a lot of people. We just
Can we release the shortest episode ever and have Aaron just go, me neither, credits?
Bam. Thanks for watching,
Holy
everybody.
shit. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Sam store.
yeah. That's the end of the campaign. Actually, that's how we're going out.
Hey,
All of us
listen.
realize, like, this
Series
is actually
finale
stupid.
right there. Just Aaron going, me neither. We done. We just need this. It's like it's a gem. We just need a copy made of it.
Oh,
At the word gem, Gareth has turned back his attention to the conversation.
Gareth, while you were looking around, you saw a couple more details.
Oh,
You
hell
saw
yeah.
a picture frame, a 3-dimensional picture frame, which is a box. You saw a box. You saw a glass
I was gonna
box.
say.
You saw a glass box with a living spark of flame inside of it, whirling over itself. And then you also saw, Gareth, mirrors. A lot of mirrors around this shop. There's at least 50. And it's not just in one spot. There's one on they're all over the walls. There's some on the shelves. There are broken ones on the floor, on the ceiling. There's some hanging from pendants. There's a lot of mirrors around here. And so you can see echoes of this exact conversation that Dianna is having, or I'm sorry, Mel is having with BB reflected around you almost in like a 360 degrees.
Ominous. Okay, so I think turning back to the conversation, Gareth will look at Arnold and be like, "Yes, Arnold, you have the gem for reference, right?" And I'll give him a little wink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And then I immediately I cast minor illusion and be like, we're looking to make something exactly like this. And I just, magically make the Stone of Galore in my hand.
Totally. Aaron, do you have a character sheet?
No.
Okay, fantastic.
No
Roll.
bonuses.
Do you have any dice?
I have one on my phone.
Okay,
Yeah, Cliff.
roll a d20 and add 4 to it, please.
Okay.
Did you just make that up, or do you have her character sheet like you used
I
to
have a
mine?
Improv,
I have a
baby.
very fast working average in my head. Please leave me alone. I'm busy.
No, I was
Okay.
genuinely curious.
I'm a horrible guest. I've been horrible for.
No, you're
No, I'm
fantastic.
a horrible regular, so you're fine.
That's why
I'm
we're
a
friends.
horrible regular episode.
I'm just a horrible person, so it's cool.
Okay, I rolled a 5 plus 4 is 9.
Okay, you see the flamboyantly dressed half elf reach inside his doublet pocket and pull out a bright orange gem on a leather thong. It is large. It's probably
A pardon?
It's a
Yeah, see, it's not just us. It's not us. It's everyone. You picked a silly word, and you get mad at us for laughing at it, but
Is
it's
that like,
not just us.
a
Is
leather
that like
a-
sandals or like
a leather string, a leather.
Okay, so
small
leather
piece
string,
of-
not a thong.
leather,
Okay.
A leather G-string.
Gonna
Yeah,
say it's
leather.
a leather G-string.
the leather
also
whale
has
tail
a
that he
gem
pulls
on it.
right out of his
Yeah.
doublet. And it's holding a chicken egg sized gemstone.
Okay.
And he holds it up in the air. Arnold, please.
Yes. So I say, we need you to make something exactly like this. Do you think you're capable of that?
2 somethings if you could, so we have.
Oh, 2 somethings. It would be amazing. As many as you could. We'd like to
Just
fabricate.
like a dozen of them would be great.
Oh my, first you insult me by asking me if I am capable of it. That is so rude. How dare you?
I think if I could offend you less, he merely meant, are you capable of doing it without having to hold it in your hand for the own weight reference? Because we know that is something only the highest skill, and that is the only reason we have approached you today.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, of course I can. Don't be silly. Will I? No, I need you all to leave because I am very, very busy.
Why not?
I have my own village to save. I have my own problems to solve. And also, I'm terrified of you touching anything in here.
Honestly, you should be. I have very sticky fingers. Also, have you tried leaving your village? It worked out great for me.
I did. I left my village so that I could save it. It's been my entire life's work.
Well, then you're
maybe
doing a
we
great job.
maybe we can help. Maybe like a little.
Oh, well,
tip
now
for
that's a
tat.
thought. I sure would love some help. Okay, let's come up with some kind of a trade. Just don't touch anything.
You hear
Is
that, you
part
two?
of the trade?
Don't touch anything.
Nothing.
Aside from the fake and/or live rat. Correct. Right. We got it. We're not touching anything else.
Nothing.
If you let him touch the rat, everything else will be safe.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna be
Go ahead
so
and you
focused on
You
that.
just take
Yeah.
all your time with that rat,
Yeah,
darling.
yeah. I'm around them all the time. You learn ways to manage.
Yeah, I
tell
think
me,
I'm gonna have to make a will save for Gareth keeping his hand in his pockets.
I think yeah, Gareth, make that will save as your fingers literally start twitching of their own accord.
That's a great idea. Okay, hold
Arnold,
on.
actually make me an investigation check as you let's see what's going on
Yeah.
with this rat.
Obviously, I'm looking around the rat. Let's see.
I don't think will is actually a thing. I think I'm a fool.
Oh, Constitution
Constitution?
saving throw, please, Gary.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that should be fine. 14 plus 2 is 16.
16, Anthony.
I got a 17.
17. All right, Gareth, you find it a little bit difficult, but you do stick both of your hands in your pockets, and you touch the stone of galore that you have with you. I'm assuming you didn't leave it at Troll Skull.
No.
Okay. I just want to make
course
sure. Anthony.
Gareth is hiding this so jealously. That's why he had Anthony make a fake one instead of him just pulling it out.
Got it. Anthony, you touch this dead rat and discover that it is not fake, it's real, and it's taxidermied. It's stuffed.
But it's very large, right? Like it's large enough for a child.
It's an ROUF. Like it is
Yes.
large.
I don't
enough
believe
for a
they
small-
exist.
I'm pretty sure they do, because a small child could sit inside of the very plush leather Cadillac-style bench that somebody has installed inside this dead rat with a small steering wheel in front of it. And there is a hole in the bottom of the rat where their feet could push through.
Fred Flintstone.
Oh, Flintstones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
Is this related at all to the large rat that I won a race riding?
No. Anthony and Dianna. Josh Pat starts snoofling harder, and his head whips around to look away from the table and this cool glittery lady. And Anthony, for a split second, you think you see something flitting through the mirrors on the on the other side of the room. It's just like a small rush of movement, and then it's gone.
Okay. Arnold immediately goes, "Ah! Ah!" like that. Just
I want to make that my fucking ringtone.
I want
Just
to make
as a
that
side-
my alarm in the
As
morning.
a sidebar, so on the most recent episode we dropped, somebody commented and they were like, "I love the scream that Alex made Anthony do," and Anthony commented and said, "Yeah, Alex noticed I wasn't paying attention, so he made me do a dumb scream." And I thought that shit was so funny. Okay, Gareth and BB and Mel, you hear the bard shriek.
I would
What's wrong, boy?
I
You
would
see something?
turn right. I would turn and my hand would probably at least rest on my bow and I just
say-
what is it?
so,
What's wrong?
So
What's
I make
wrong,
it look
boy?
like I pocket the hologram stone. I make it look like I want to make it look like I hide it and I'm not just it's not disappearing magically.
Right.
And
Not that sloppy.
But I say, I'm like, I saw something in the mirrors. Is there something going on with these mirrors here, ma'am?
Was it
or
you in the mirror?
no? I know I'm not the most handsome bard in all.
Whoa, that's not what I said,
But I-
stud. I just asked if you maybe saw your own reflection and got startled.
That would be the man in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
The hit single from Michael Jackson. Anyway.
Yes, thank
Who
you.
is a canonical real person in
Yeah.
our universe. Except without all that, ugh.
I
So when
love that,
Arnold screamed, he was just
person
going,
by person, we're adding real people into this universe. First it was Jeff Bezos, then it was Jesse Pinkman, and now it's Michael goddamn Jackson.
And Cloris Leachman.
And Cloris Leachman, who is alive, yes.
And my lover, Rick Riordan.
And Rick Riordan, who Gareth has canonically fucked.
Oh no, not Gareth.
Oh,
Garion.
sorry. My bad.
Be for real.
I'm just picturing them all being in the Thriller video now.
Oh yeah.
Just the
Anyway,
zombies. Everyone we've had. Yes,
we
exactly.
got to get back to
So-
to Arnold's shriek.
All right, so Arnold shrieks and everyone turns around and he says, like, I saw someone, I don't know what it was. And I look at BB and I'm just like, is there something going on with these mirrors? Is there some sort of spell on them or something trapped in them?
Those are my security system. Yes, there is. I'm able to see not only what is happening inside my warehouse, I'm able to see all of the dangers coming outside. Now, can you please get out of my yabba dabba ooh rat?
So
Well, I thought if we helped you, then you would help us.
Oh, I'll help. I just want him to not be in my rat.
We could yabba dabba do that for you.
Thank you.
I know, get out of the rat. You can look at it, okay? Just
So I exit the rat, and I say, so was that you in the gargoyle, or was that your security system in the gargoyle earlier?
It sure is. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's so
able to
cool.
just, And I told you to go away then, and y'all didn't listen.
well, the
We were
door
surprised.
opened. Also, we thought that gargoyle was real cute.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And a very sufficient size, also.
Clearly an average size for a small gargoyle.
Okay.
And you're using him very well, and that's the important part.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, yes.
How can we best help your village, I presume?
So what's been happening is elfin villages have been disappearing, kind of Roanoke style.
Oh,
And so I have put a protective spell on my village, and it's been fine. And I came here to try and figure out where they're going and who is taking them. And I haven't been able to figure it out all. If you could help me with that, I could stop doing my band-aid fix every year.
Do you know what can you tell us that you have figured out so far?
Well, I have figured out that it is not from some kind of sickness. There's no elf illness going around making them. They just poof disappear.
well, sure. I suppose if they died, there'd be bodies, right?
Well, right, but I mean, it just seems like they've completely poofed into the air.
What about like horses? Were the stables all empty?
Everything was gone. It looked like people were just in the middle of doing something and just poof. I mean, dishes on the ground, laundry still being done,
So
spells being
they
written.
were raptured, is what
They
Well,
were
if
raptured.
my,
Yes, ma'am.
If they took the horse, or if the horses were gone, is it possible that they were running from something and fled the village?
I never heard anything else from those villages. And then I was worried it was going to happen in my village, and I could not allow that to happen. So I just snuck right on out. They put a big protective spell on them, and it saved them for a few months while I was able to come up with a couple of other little band-aid fixes. So no, we haven't heard. I mean, just villages completely gone. Whole elf bloodlines done.
What do you mean by band-aid fixes?
I've been working on a few things here in my shop, in my laboratory, and it's a little
Artillery?
bit complicated.
But
Not artillery, no.
But your
it's-
band-aid fix is obviously protecting your village from
Yeah, is your village
something,
still
so
okay
I'm trying
then?
to figure
Or
out
not?
what the fix is, because that might help us figure out what's happening.
I kind of don't want to tell you what the fix is, because what if you're part of the reason that those villages are disappearing?
It's
That would be a
true,
real good way to come after any other village that's got protection.
Our half
I
elf
mean,
friend here
I'm
hates his
also
own
half
kind.
elf,
Yeah.
so
In fact, I'm the only non-elf here, I think.
yeah.
So you're right. Maybe I'm the
yeah.
racist. I'll sit this one out.
Very
He's
big,
not.
very big.
He's just looking for an excuse to go sit in the rat. No, we
A
are.
test for how good you all are. If
Sure.
you'd be willing.
I don't think I've ever taken a test in my life, but now there's the first time for everything.
Okay, all right. If you can get Josh Patrick to hop up in your lap, then I know that you're not a bad guy, because dogs love good people. They hate
Oh,
bad
of course,
people.
Josh Pad will hop up on my lap. Here, boy, come here.
Yeah,
Tap
Mel,
my lap.
think
I don't know if you can hear it, but like, that's what I would do. Is I would like tap
Okay.
on his lap, and he would.
Mel, I think
He's
you,
a very
you sit
good
down on
boy.
a bench and you click and summon Josh Pad, as you've done many, many times in your training. And Josh Pad doesn't move because Josh Pad is staring down one of these aisles of stuff of things. Both of his ears are up, and actually, Mel, as you're looking at him, you can see that his hackles are raised ever so slightly.
Then I'd stand up and I would walk over to him and be like, what do you see, boy? He sees something. He sees something. We've been on the up and up with you, but what does he see? Have you been on the up and up with us?
Well, I might be keeping a few secrets.
Yeah, we all are. It's fine.
There is now. I'm gonna do a thing here. So yeah, just for reference, I have no idea what's going on. Aaron is fully in the driver's seat right now, and I fucking love it. But I'm gonna like try and make something up. There is a crash on the opposite side of the warehouse than what Josh Pad is looking at, and it's a huge stack of picture frames, and you see like several families worth of smiling faces crash in a cavalcade, blocking one of the entrances to these alleyways. And this time, Mel, you are primed to see it. You see a flash of movement in one of these mirrors, ducking like around a corner.
Probably instinctively, I'd pull my bow at that point. And now I'm on edge and just be like, what are your secrets?
I think if I can jump in really quickly, at the sound of the crash and the sight of Mel taking her bow out, I think Gareth will instinctively just start ducking behind cover into stealth to hide from whatever is around the warehouse.
All right, Gareth, make me a stealth check, please.
Doing it. We got a hot diddly damn, a 25.
Yeah, you fucking disappear. You are Batman.
A bus
like,
passed in front of me and I was gone when it passed.
BB, please. Yeah, Mel was talking to you.
All right. So that crash reminds me, I should probably tell you that one of my secrets is there is something very, very dangerous in here.
That's a big secret, BB. That's a big one.
I know. I mean, there's
Arnold
lots
gets
of
back in the
dangerous
rack.
stuff.
Is it dangerous
but there's-
to you? Like,
Oh, it's dangerous to all of us. We will perish if anybody touches it.
How are you living here with this thing?
I've just been really, really careful. I mean, I haven't been careful. That's why all the mirrors are broken. But
I've been really lucky.
I've been really lucky.
Do you know what it is?
I have no idea.
When did it get here?
I have no idea. It came over on a truck and I touched something and the whole room was vibrating, but then I couldn't remember what I touched and it just scared me so much. I got an immediate feeling that definitely I will die if I touch it.
Okay.
And so will all of you.
Oof.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
So don't.
Finally, my goal can be realized.
Nobody touch anything.
So okay,
Anthony, you were gonna say
can I just want to see so I want to cast Mage Hand and I want to have it go just really close to thing. Like I'm gonna go really close to like that what was it, like a coat of like black, like you said there was like a magical shadow coat of some sort.
There's a set of
shadow
armor
armor
of like enameled shadow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like I just want to go close to that. I just want like the hand to go. I don't want to touch it, but I want to go
touch.
I want to go really close to it and see if like there's anything. I'm gonna watch the mirrors when it's happening. Just see if
Okay. The hand moves towards this set of shadow armor, and you see it glow ghostly through innumerable broken shards of mirror all around the warehouse, and you catch glimpses of it like set into the floor where you see that BB has set pieces of mirror like in the concrete, and along the ceiling is pieces of mirror that have been hung from small invisible wires like glimmer as your mage hand moves, and your hand just stops just like an inch shy of the shadow armor and freezes. Because you told because that's where you told it to stop.
Of course. Do I notice anything in the mirrors? Is anything like do I see that shadow or the shape or anything like that? No.
Not.
Okay. In that case, can I just want to ask BB like, okay, so did you put all these mirrors up for some reason to protect yourself from that thing? Like
Oh, not necessarily from that thing. The mirrors, I break a lot of stuff, and I just thought that it'd be a real good way to get some extra visage up all around the shop. I mean, honestly, it's just a surveillance system.
I break a lot of things, so I thought it would be a fantastic idea to install mirrors everywhere.
Look, what's wrong with that?
I love that BB's security system is a small talking gargoyle and 3,000 broken mirrors.
so
I mean, shit. She saw us coming.
She's
so-
safe.
So are the mirrors broken intentionally, or was that just an accident because you have
Oh gosh, no. It's so funny. I don't get it. Like, I've been doing sorcery for so long, but for some reason, everything I get in here just kind of breaks.
Can I tell if she's lying?
Give me an insight check, please, Arnold.
I get it. Everything I get in here tends to break too.
Yeah, me too in real life.
Yeah.
I was gonna say insert sad Diana real insert
Yeah.
here.
I got a 19.
19. Okay.
Nice.
There is a very slight quaver to BB's voice as she says that she's oops just clumsy.
Right. Okay. So we want to help you here. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I feel like we're all in danger since we've been in here, and that little gargoyle, or I mean average size or immediately wonderful size gargoyle that's outside, might
perfectly
protect us.
sufficient size.
Perfect. Absolutely. Will protect
It gets
us
the
all,
job done.
hopefully. I'm not sure if it's going to get the job done of protecting us all if I touch things. Do you have any idea what this entity is, or like how maybe we could help you get rid of it?
Well, go ahead, Alex.
So sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
How dare.
I
Arnold,
will always just
Arnold,
improv
you're
forward.
interrupted by a cheerful barking as Joshua Patrick runs out of one of these aisles and hops up on Mel's lap. Or tries to. Mel, you're standing by Josh Patrick. And this other Josh Patrick runs up to you and like goes up and starts like tapping at your legs.
A second Josh Pat?
Listen,
Second Josh
two
Patrick.
Josh Pats.
This
Holy
is
shit.
That's all I
It's
need
Joshua
in my.
Patrick and Poshua Jatrick.
this is
It's
a good
Joshua
moment for
Patrick and
a-
Stefan Diggs.
We're gonna take a pee break and then we will come back for the second half of this. While I frantically think of what the fuck is in this warehouse. I'll be right back. Thanks, guys. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Mid-Roll. I'm so glad you stuck with us to the halfway point. Thank you. Today's Mid-Roll will be presented by a Wizards of the Coast nerd. Thank you. What's going on, everybody? My name is Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about this great Dungeons and Dragons game called Critically Stupid and the cool things they're doing. So they are playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. It's an official Dungeons and Dragons Wizards of the Coast approved module written by Chris Perkins, Scott Fitzgerald Gray, Kim Mohan, and of course Michelle Carter. Those guys did such a great job writing this module. They've never done anything wrong in their life. And by the way, neither is Wizards of the Coast. They're incredible, and they've never made any controversial decisions, especially regarding race or diversity. So fret not. Wizards of the Coast is great, and Critically Stupid is also great for playing Wizards of the Coast official stuff. If you, I'm told, would like to end up as a character on this program, Critically Stupid, you can tweet at them at Crit Stupid, or they are, I believe, also on the other social medias, TikTok, Instagram. I believe they're coming to Threads quite soon. I'm not on any of those medias. I find them distracting from my pure zealot-like love of Wizards of the Coast. So you won't be catching me on any of those programs, m'lady. But you can tweet at them and say, "Wow, Critically Stupid, that was such a good joke. You did such a great job." And Critically Stupid will say, "Well, thanks, man. Which is one of the many jokes that we make that are good, and they'll appreciate that. And then you could end up as a future NPC name. And remember, anything that you do on the show is Alex the DM's fault, and you are blameless and innocent, probably, especially if you're a member of the fairer sex." These guys are doing a big YouTube subscription push, trying to get to that magic number of 1,000 subscribers. It's a little embarrassing that they haven't got there yet, actually. But you could do your part by hitting that subscribe button, liking this episode, and maybe sharing the video with a friend who you think might enjoy the Dungeons & Dragons Wizards of the Coast official branded humor coming out of this podcast. I think that's what really sells it and makes it the best, is that these guys love Wizards of the Coast and everything that they do and every decision they make for all time. They're great, and they love Wizards of the Coast, and Wizards of the Coast is blameless and has done nothing wrong. And please subscribe to Critically Stupid because they're funny occasionally. Okay, that's it for me. Bye. You know what sucks? I didn't even have to change to play that nerd. I just had to put on my own glasses. Jesus Christ. All right, you're about to hear another amazing Libris Arcana ad, so keep your earballs open and you take it squeezy out there, all right? I love you. Bye. All right, Libris Arcana ad.
Buy the dice. Buy them. Go to the
Do the
website.
thing.
Go to
Stupid
the
20.
website.
20% off. Buy dice
Stupid
or
20 in the
leather-bound covers for your D&D books that you
Anything
guys
on the
definitely
website.
own. Anything you
'em.
want. 20% off. Stupid 20. Go.
In the
Buy
checkout.
it. Do it. Do it. Do it or you're dead to me. And stay homunculus.
That was the best ad we've done yet.
Dear listener, please be welcomed. Sit at our hearth and take of our table, which is a 2021 cupcake rosé vintage.
I think it was like $5.
It is
so-
$5 whole, dear reader and audience
Nice.
member, and it is all yours. We have peed and we're back.
It's not that bad.
And Mel is about to tell us how she reacts to a second Joshua Patrick coming barking out of the darkness.
What is the other Josh Pat doing while the other one barks? and comes up?
Still staring off into the darkness, doesn't really pay it much mind.
Right, so she would definitely like turn to the one running at her, and obviously that's like the real JP because that's the one responding. You know, she'd like get on her knees and welcome him and pet him and be like, where have you been, boy? Where have you been? I thought there's two of you, and that's really exciting for me because I love dogs, but I think the other one might be fake. What is going on here, BB? And I'm still petting my little Josh Pat and loving on it.
Did Gareth see where the second Josh Pat came from?
You saw the rough area of the warehouse, yes.
While still remaining behind the covers of the heaps of things, can I kind of steadily make my way over to that general direction to see what's what?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have you move in the background of the scene between BB and Mel and Arnold.
Exactly what I was going for. Thank you.
Yeah. So what is going on here, baby? Why are there two of my dog, and can I have them both? I'm definitely taking mine. I'd like to take the other one too, but why are there two?
Well, I do have a spell on my shop that you're able to double things that you really, really love. So it tells me how much you love him.
How
Does
often
Garion
can I
hear this?
double him?
Just the one time, darling.
Because I'm gonna have a whole Buffalo Bills team. Oh,
Yeah, no.
Gareth hears that it doubles what you really love, and he starts checking his pockets, like his purse, like.
Arnold looks over and sees if there's another Arnold and realizes that no one loves him as much as he wants to be loved.
Ooh, deep cut from the Bard boy. I love that, actually. Mel, for all intents and purposes, this is an exact replica of Joshua Patrick. Everything about him is exactly like, and actually, after he says like hello, he goes and stands next to the original Josh Patrick and stares into the distance and like starts growling at the darkness.
so I would go over with them, and I would also be, I mean, I can see in the dark. So what do I see?
You see piles.
If I'm
and
standing
piles
there
of
and I'm
stuff.
looking where they're looking.
You see piles and piles of stuff and shelves of it and stacks of it and barrels of it.
Baby, what's over there?
Darling, I couldn't even tell you anymore. This used to be so organized, and I couldn't even tell you. You should go check it out, but don't touch anything.
Gareth is working on it. He's making his way over.
Yeah, I don't think I will as much as I really wanted to build the whole Buffalo Bills team.
Has anybody actually noticed that Gareth is gone yet, by the way?
No,
'Cause,
no,
like, a crash happened and
like
just
I
left.
noticed, but I know that you're doing your thing, and I trust that you're fine, and I'll hear
They
you.
noticed, they didn't care.
Yeah,
No, I
tracks.
mean, I just trust him to figure some shit out. That's what he usually
There should be
does.
two Gareths because Arnold loves him that much. I'm just saying. There should be. He appeared already, and I'm just like, oh, there's Gareth. He's
The
right
two
there.
Gareths are just tracking each other and hiding.
Let's
Where the
pick up
fuck is he?
let's pick up Gareth as you make your way sort of towards this original sound that you heard. You're being very careful to pick your way through the stuff, because as you go further away from the desk, it is less and less like organized, and like there's less space between the piles of stuff. So you find yourself having to step very carefully to avoid stepping on like a pile of candelabras or this avalanche of photos, or, you know, there's an entire rack of fantasy flint and steels that has just like fallen over, that just litters everything all over the floor. And as you're walking, Gareth, moving further and further away from the desk in this conversation, it almost like the sounds of this conversation start to stretch until they sound like they're coming from across the warehouse, and then almost like they're coming from like another place as you walk deeper into this like shadowy area of this warehouse. Make a perception check for me, Gareth.
I think I will. A 21.
21. You see a split second before they move, a pair of bright silver eyes watching you from these mirrors.
Okay.
And then in a flash, they are gone. And standing on the other end of the corridor that you're standing in is another Gareth. Pixel perfect. The shades, the white hair, the cargo robes. And he looks at you, Gareth, and he grins.
Can I roll an insight check on myself?
Please.
And I'm going to bargain for something here. I don't think you'll give it to me, but surely I would recognize my own facial features really well, right? Rolling insight on myself should give me a little advantage.
Ooh, see, here's the thing: is insight is going to give you gleaning into a surface level motivation.
I'm trying to find.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No.
I'm looking for hostility.
Okay, then yes, give me an insight check, and I'll take advantage with that, because you know the faces you make when you're trying to be spooky.
You did. It's this. Okay, first roll is 13.
Okay.
Second roll is 10. 13.
I'm not seeing hostility, Gareth. I'm seeing enjoyment, amusement, excitement.
Okay. So he obviously sees me, right? If he's grinning at me. So I think I'll give him a cheeky little wave.
As soon as you raise your hand, like a fraction later, he like raises his hand and then also waves. And then with that insight check, Gareth, you can see that like he's doing your movement just a split second after you are. But by the end of the wave, his hand mirrors yours exactly.
Okay, I think if you'll give me another action here, I don't even know if it's a full action. I want to like move my cloak so that it reveals my teleporting knife, basically to see if he also has one.
You move your robe to display the orange glowing curved dagger at your belt, and you see him do the exact same motion to reveal the exact same curved orange dagger. And then, Gareth, before you can do anything else, he steps away into the darkness.
You know what? Conveniently, I was going to say that I hide from him, which would mean that he would also do that, so that works for me.
Arnold, Mel, and BB. I'm going to need a little bit of suspended belief for this one, because you did just hear the conversation that I had with my boy Garion.
Oh, okay. We're going to suspend belief in D&D?
Yeah, please, if you could just like pretend for a split
I just want to make sure.
second.
Checking.
Arnold, you see Gareth come out of the darkness. And he is very carefully nudging with his boot a very shiny gold necklace. And he sort of looks at BB and he says,
don't fuck up my character voice. It's so easy. As long as there's an R, you got it.
I just want to ask if it's a thong necklace or if it's a chain necklace.
Thank you for so much. Thank you so much for asking. It's a golden pair of granny panties. And he kicks it up. He says, "What's this?"
So okay, I'm gonna say Arnold would know that Gareth would never kick gold and ask questions. What are you talking about? Like that.
She said, "Don't touch it." I haven't touched it.
So why would he draw attention to it? And like that, okay, what I'm pointing out is that Arnold would be suspicious only because Gareth is super quick and super stealthy and sneaky about stealing things. He's never going to just draw attention to everyone, about so I'm just gonna say at the very least, Arnold would be slightly suspicious that Gareth is doing something weird, and what he's going to do is say like not understand why his friend is doing this. So I'm gonna be like, oh, BB, and just kind of like distract from the situation. Like maybe Gareth is just off his game. Like maybe my friend isn't feeling well for some. Maybe there's too much going on. He's overwhelmed, So I'm just like, oh, hey, BB, what, like, is there anything more you can tell us about this thing that seems to be in here in the mirrors? Like it seems to be doubling things or like creating, like others. Like, do you know anything about it? How can we help you here?
Don't. I've honestly, the doubling is just the warehouse. It's just the lab. But the thing flitting around the mirrors, I've never seen that until y'all showed up. Honestly, I just see me.
Typically how mirrors go.
Huh. So can I tell if she's lying about never seeing that thing before?
Give me an insight check, Arnold.
You got it. Let's see.
Also, while he makes that roll real quick, did I hear the faux Gareth?
You did.
Okay, so can I, in the background, start making my way back to the group, all stealthy?
Correct.
Is it a faux Gareth or is it a doppel Gareth?
It's definitely doppel Gareth, and I'm so mad at myself for not seeing that. Fuck.
Arnold.
I got a 21.
21. She is telling the truth. She's shooting straight.
Okay, cool. Okay,
we did. Maybe it has something to do with the stone.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look at Mel because she's the only one I'm next to, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, I feel like she's telling the truth here. I there's obviously something in the mirror. Have you seen that thing? It looks a little spooky.
Yeah, it is a little spooky. If she's telling the truth. Arnold, do you remember somebody told us that the stone was a purse? There's somebody like in the stone.
Yeah, it says there's some sort of entity in the stone. I don't know if that's being reflected in the
I don't
mirror.
know. I mean, why else would something show up just because we're here? That's the only strange thing, right? Is the damn stone. I
think so. So okay, I want to send a message. Let me see. Here, let me see. Oh, you know what? No, I don't know. I don't know if that Gareth is real. I'm a little suspicious of it.
You're rightly suspicious, but you have no guarantees.
For sure. So I'm not gonna act like I know that's fake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send a message and just like come what may. But I'm gonna use my message spell and I'm gonna send a message to Gareth, and I'm gonna say, so we think that the shadow in the mirrors might have something to do with the stone. Do you notice anything in the mirrors, like with your reflection? Because we think it might be attached to the stone specifically.
You hear back, I think there's another me here. Be careful. I think there's I think there's a fake me.
And it's just the one? Like that, I only hear one voice?
You only hear one answer.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm just gonna look at Mel because that's what Arnold would just look at Mel and be like, okay, it's mirroring everything. We're all in trouble. Don't take your eyes off of me. There might be a fake Arnold if we're lucky. I'm just gonna say there might be two of me. Right now, there might be two. There might be two Gareths out there. I have several questions for Gareth and several ways to tell that it's the real Gareth. But for now, I only trust you because I have not taken my eyes off the whole time you've been here.
See, this is rough because like 2 Gareths means everybody's losing their wallet. 2 Mels means that people
everybody's
are sprouting arrows.
One's alive.
And 2 Arnolds mean we get a beautiful duet.
That's right.
Yeah, Dianna, one of the Josh Pats attacks the other. Just like a little puppy bark, not like an actual attack. But they start scruffling, sort of like snapping back and forth and running. Give me a perception check, please.
I always end up seeing bees. It might be bees. 12.
12. In the melee, in the scrum, in the shell game that is your dog, you mix up which one is the right one and which isn't, and now there are two identical ones, sort of like scrambling over each other.
I mean,
know,
I
sounds
would
like
call first of all, that sounds like everything I've ever wanted in this life and in fantasy life.
Oh, I just had a great
Secondly,
fucking idea, but I can't say it because I'm not with you guys. Damn it. Sorry, I interrupted you.
I would call my Josh Pat because I know that he's a good boy and will listen to me, and the other one didn't. And yeah, so I would call my Josh Pat over.
they both run over.
Oh, I got 2 dogs. I have 2 dogs, everybody. I have 2 Josh Pats. I'm gonna call this one Stefan Diggs. I am building the Buffalo Bills team with dogs.
Okay.
My campaign's over. I got 2 dogs. That's all I've ever wanted.
Diana's quitting the show. Garion, what are you up to?
Well, how have I successfully made it back to the group yet?
Yeah, I think you're like sort of like a couple piles back, closer to the warehouse wall, and you can see the other you standing around like Arnold and Mel. That something seems to be going on with Mel that you can't quite tell, but that's got everybody's sort of attention pulled to it.
Mel's telling both dogs that they have to get along, that we all have to live together.
Sure.
Yeah.
Share all of the same kibble. I get it. Gareth,
They'll
back
have
to the
their own
story.
bowls. We'll
Yeah,
put a
can
different
I-
collar
can
Sort
on
of
it.
back to the narrative.
Can I
Gareth,
try something with the doppelgareth?
please?
This is risky. This is ballsy maneuver. Can I try to take his wallet? I know where I keep it.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, go for it. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Here's the thing. If it works, I do have a plan for this.
I have fully lost control of this episode, you guys. Like, I just want to be so straight with you.
Is
Like I
that
told you, I break everything.
No
What you get?
way.
28? No way. He did. He did.
this natural 20 was sponsored by Libris Arcana?
All right.
That's a
All right.
27, by the way.
Fuck, hang on. I gotta look something up. Gareth, you reach into this fake used pockets, and with your nat 20, like you're literally walking into the clearing that everybody is in. But you're so shrouded in metaphorical darkness, a la Batman, that you're literally invisible. And you reach into the cargo pocket of this rogue's cargo robes. Just a fun phrase to say for me.
Nice.
Cargo rope?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's like a
Gareth
robe,
wears
but with so
cargo
many
robes.
pockets.
There's
Oh,
all
okay,
it's all oops, all
All
pockets.
pockets.
Got it.
Um,
Got it. I'm good.
but
It's everything
Gareth,
we've ever wanted in a dress, Aaron.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
You reach into the pocket where you know you keep your wallet right up against the cheek, and your fingers touch nothing. Empty pocket.
It's mirrored. It's mirrored.
Touch the other cheek.
Touch the other cheek.
Well, first of all, I just saying I would know if the inventory was mirrored because I showed my knife and it was in the same spot, right? So I would know.
Unless there's fuckery afoot.
Sure. Okay. Anyway, I think I'd now take the opportunity. I kind of circle around back, so I'm emerging, making myself known to the group, but I'm not coming from behind Faux Gareth. I'm coming from behind Anthony and Mel.
Mm-hmm.
So I make myself known to the group.
I mean, as soon as I see that, Gareth, I'm gonna point an arrow at whichever one's closest to me.
And I'm gonna go. Like
And I'm
that.
gonna remind everybody not to touch anything or shoot anything.
Yeah, I agree with most of that. Now, there seems to be some, to quote God, fuckery afoot.
I was on board with 2 dogs, but 2 Gareths, I cannot manage that.
Wow.
Yeah, so you may have guessed that there seems to be some sort of duplication here, but fret not. I have come here with surefire proof that I'm Gareth and he is a fake. And I turn to Arnold. Arnold, besides you, my best friend, what do I care about more than anything?
Money and your knife.
Yeah, you nailed it actually. And so I take out my purse of coins. And I'm like, all right, Gareth, where's your money? You never leave home without it.
Gareth reaches into his robes, pulling the cargo pockets over this glinting orange knife, and reaches into a pocket. And there's a moment of amusement sliding through Garrett's eyes behind his circular shades, and he pulls out a leather whale tail with a chicken egg sized gem at the end of it. And he smiles.
Ooh, fuck. I think Gareth is gonna have to make a constitution check
No.
to not check his pocket where he knows he keeps it.
You're going to make that with disadvantage, Garion.
Yeah, but I'm still making the roll.
Yeah, do it.
The first one, holy fuck, that is a 4. So unless somehow I roll less than that, I think I know what my roll is. And that was a 20. Cool. So 4.
Okay, so Gareth, you narrate for yourself. You're you.
I mean, yeah, as I confidently, Jacques, this guy does not pull out his money, but instead pulls out the thing, and I immediately go to check the hidden pocket of myself to make sure I still, when you tap your pocket to see your phone still in there?
Yeah.
Same thing.
You go to slap your pocket, Gareth, and your hand touches nothing.
God damn it, we got Sorcerer Stones. Motherfucker. We got Mirror of Erised.
So fuck J.K. Rowling.
Also, fuck
Anthony,
J.K.
I'm gonna
Rowling.
need or Arnold. I don't fucking know who's who. He's your best friend. Ask them both something that only real Gareth would know.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's just do the
so-
clone thing. All
okay,
right, I go
no,
and stand
I'm gonna
up next
say-
to the other one.
I'm gonna say Arnold would know immediately that Gareth would never just take out the stone. He would never.
I
take
would
the
not
stone.
do that straight
That's
up.
not.
No,
That's
you
the
wouldn't.
dumbest
No,
thing.
100%.
Like, I even
We've
made
already-
a will save to not give away what pocket
Yes.
it might be in.
Like I know for a fact he's already looked at me to make a fake stone. He would at no point ever, as a character, take out that stone. What Arnold's gonna do, which Arnold isn't great at, is lie and act like he thinks that the fake Gareth is the real Gareth. He's gonna be like, "This is my friend Arnold. This is my friend Gareth. This is my friend Gareth. I know this for a fact. Gareth, just let me see the stone. I will hide it. Don't let them take it." And I'm gonna try to see if like Gareth, acting because he's my best friend, will let me take the stone from him.
Okay. That sounds like a persuasion check.
Yes. Okay.
BB, while Arnold makes this roll, I'm very curious as to what your thoughts are in the sort of like fuckery that's happened in your workshop.
She just wants him to leave. She wants to figure out how she can copy this stone. Maybe if all 3 of them love it enough, then it can get duplicated and they can take it with them and just skedaddle.
Okay. Arnold, what'd you get?
I got a 24.
You rolling that 20?
Goddamn.
No, I just have a plus
Oh, okay.
7.
Okay. Jesus.
Holy shit.
All right, cool. Gareth with the stone looks at you and moves involuntarily. You can see that the muscles, like gyrating its foot forward, move like of their own volition and like don't like it's clearly it doesn't want to step forward, but it almost like moves forward like a robot being commanded to do so, and then
Nice.
takes another step and holds the stone out to you with a hand that like quivers and shakes.
I say, "Oh, thank you, Gareth," and I grab it and I put it in my pocket.
Okay, it feels exactly like the Stone of Galore.
Okay.
And now you stash it in a pocket.
Okay, fair enough.
I think Gareth, the real one, will come in here with an idea. Like, all right, before we start doing the whole, no, I'm the real Gareth. By the way, it's me. I have an idea now. The wonderful shop owner here, who, by the way, has never actually told us her name. We just kind of figured it out.
Oh yeah, shit. I've been using it. Sorry, maybe.
It's fine.
The
She
wonderful
gave it
warehouse
to us in
owner.
exposition, which counts.
Yeah.
She has said that the warehouse is responsible for the duplication. So, what if we just go outside and see if the duplicates remain? Alex, you're so fucking mad, aren't you?
No, I am fine. What do
Do
you
you
guys
remember
doing?
earlier when I said I had a great idea, but I wasn't with you guys, so I couldn't say it? That
Yeah,
was the idea.
That was it.
cool.
Mel would be sad about probably losing Stefan Diggs, but she would understand that it needs to happen. So begrudgingly, she would say, "All right, we will do this. Let's leave."
What does Doppelgareth think of this idea?
Doppelgareth. I think Doppelgareth is frozen in place. I think Doppelgareth is frozen where he was forced to let go of the leather thong.
Doppelgareth kind of got played. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
like-
not thrilled about it as the arbiter of the character, but as the curator of the story, I'm fucking stoked as hell.
Arnold takes out a notebook and he writes down Doppelgareth, like, because he's gonna get a tattoo of his new best friend, like, at some point. It's
He
gonna
just has
happen.
two.
He's just gonna have two tattoos of Gareth.
All right,
They should dance.
it's like that. It's like that thing where it's like Gareth and then his own name, but inverted underneath it. So it's just.
Oh, it's
When
an
you turn it
anagram.
when you turn it around.
Okay. You guys go outside, and BB, are you going with or are you staying here?
Oh, I'm definitely going with. I've got to see.
Okay.
I've never tried it.
The fact that you have not yet broken character is so fucking impressive to me, Aaron. Just like mad props.
I mean,
So,
I've broken
Arnold-
character like 12 times, so
yeah, it's amazing. Arnold goes first, then one of the Gareths, and Mel, you go, and Josh Pat Barkson comes after you, and a Gareth and a Josh Patrick stand at the door. Oh, and BB also goes out. Sorry.
Well, hold on.
Um,
Isn't Doppelgareth frozen in place?
He moves actually as you
Okay.
guys are walking out. He sort of like forces himself to move, and they stand at the door, right at the threshold. Like Josh Pat's nose is like right on the border of the door, and fake Josh Pat looks up at Gareth, and Gareth reaches up and grasps his own hairline. And
Oh,
with
like a fucking Scooby-Doo, like.
with a fluid motion, he steps beyond the bounds of the warehouse and pulls his skin off his head.
Oh God.
And you are looking at a navy blue, skinless humanoid with
It's
pale
fucking-
silver eyes, with
Isn't
no
that an X-Men?
nose or mouth.
Isn't that an X-Man?
It's not an X-Man.
Wait, are you sure?
I'm
Wasn't
quite
she played
sure.
by Scarlett Johansson?
no
And-
nose or mouth.
No nose or mouth.
Does
it's
it
hands
breathe
and
through its
Navy blue,
ear,
like denim. Is
or
he
its
Jareth?
arm?
Is he
It's-
Jenkins?
Might be
Like,
Gareth.
I'm absolutely having nightmares about this tonight, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
This
also
looks
having
to
nightmares
me
about
odd.
Jareth.
Yeah.
Jareth is terrifying.
Jared.
Its hands end in almost like chitinous talons, like fingernails that consume its whole finger. And it looks at you with these curious, reflective silver eyes, and each of you hear its voice echo in the halls of your mind.
My
As
mind
it
has
says,
Like our
your mind has
palace, I
halls.
guess.
Or maybe for
Our
you,
mind
Diana,
palace.
your
In the
mind-
back
your
of
mind
my mind.
hallway. It says, it has been some time since our true form was revealed.
Ooh.
It's been.
We have hidden for long.
Who or
How
what
long could it
are
have-
you?
Also, did nobody try just going outside all this time?
Fish, I had 2 dogs, okay? I
was quite
distracted.
busy saving my village. There is no way I was.
Oh, actually, you know
outside.
what? If it duplicates whatever they love most, that would be a kind of like siren-esque thing. So I take back that snarky comment.
Mel was trying to love like Stefan Diggs enough so that Stefan Diggs then gets duplicated, and then that she would call that one Dawson Knox, and then she would try to love that one so that one gets duplicated, and that's how I build my team.
It is. BB, what are you? You said you were a half elf or full elf?
Full elf.
Full elf. Okay. It is the elves' mistake, common though it is, We have hidden for long enough to be confused for the warehouse instead of the other way around. The warehouse duplicates nothing. We duplicate everything.
Why?
Well, then
We are lost and separated from our tribe.
wait. If it's not the warehouse, then why did coming outside work? Couldn't you just come outside with us?
You have a bond amongst you that clearly is greater than what we are capable of fooling. So we thought it best to bargain in honesty rather than deceit.
So Arnold asks what their first name is because he also needs to get a tattoo of whatever.
I'm so sorry, BB just beat you by an edge, Arnold.
All right. God.
Actually, just wondering. So you've been in there the whole time, like while I sleep and shower and get dressed.
The entire time, yes, we
I don't
have
like this at
allowed
all.
you the privacy for your own sort of fleshy needs. None of that is of interest to us. We did see the we
I
did
never
see
want to
the
hear fleshy
Are you
needs again.
saying
we did
that
see the person
our
that you brought back
fleshy
the other day.
needs
We
are
thought
not
you
of
could do
interest?
better.
Yeah, they're just like, we gave you privacy. We think girls are icky. Don't worry.
You did bring back that Tinder date, and we thought that they were below you.
They're
but
just
it
like,
seemed
girl,
a
you
hard
can do
night, so
better.
We
I took a
did see
different
you
direction.
order we did see you order Domino's 3 times in one night and pretend like you were having a party.
Maybe she just had the munchies. Let's not judge people for ordering a bunch of snacks in one night and paying extra to have it delivered because you're too high to go drive and get them yourself.
That's
Arnold, what did
right.
you say? Arnold.
Oh, wait, before? You mean before?
He was trying to get his name.
Oh, I
yes.
was just saying. I was just asking. So what exactly are you? And what is your name? Because I get a tattoo of all my best friends, and you're someone. If you look exactly like my best friend, I just want to know who you are.
We go by many names. We are known as the Hanged Men, the ones that come before and after the doubles. Our
So
true
bigger than
names-
3 inches, or like?
Yes, 3 inches is massively
Average.
tiny. It's infinitesimally smaller than the average. So this creature sort of regards you and says, it is perhaps time for us to leave this post. It has been an acceptable shelter for us, but the bond we have seen with you reminds us of the bond that we had with the rest of us, and perhaps it is time to find our others.
Yeah, it's definitely time. Get out. It's
I
creepy.
do have one question before you, as she said, get out. How did you sorcerer's stone that gemstone from my pocket back there? Because I'm a pretty damn good pickpocket, and I feel like I would have noticed.
Oh. Gareth, there is a tearing of flesh as a mouth appears in this creature's face and like rips itself into existence, and there are shining silver, very perfectly square teeth behind it.
The
You
crazy
did all that
Jujutsu
just to
Kaisen reference.
smile?
And it says, "Some secrets are beyond this plane.
Oh, so you
Beware-
teleported it.
Be wary, small man. That is no trinket you carry."
Hold on.
And then I think in
He's
a
perfectly
flash,
average sized.
this creature turns into a pixel image duplicate of BB. And there's like a rustling behind it, and then a second BB comes out of the warehouse.
I don't like
and then
this.
a third, and then
And
a
then-
fourth.
No, it's just
Oh,
the two.
why does there get to be more BBs but not more Josh pads?
Sad for you. And both BBs walk off into the darkness and are lost to the shadow.
Oh, but my butt looks cute walking away.
You know what, BB? Your ass looks amazing.
Thank you.
I think Gareth just like looks at them walking off, and then he looks back at the group and goes, "What the fuck was that, small man?"
You're perfectly average size, Gareth. Look, this has been
I
a
am the
very,
average height
like,
for men in
you
Waterdeep.
are absolutely. This has been a very weird time. I don't understand what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. We just wanted a duplicate of this
Here's
stone.
the
That's it.
thing.
That's all we wanted.
We really just wanted a piece of glass that looked like the gem to confuse people. We wanted like decoys. Did not expect like actual real duplicates. That would have been the opposite of what we needed. By the way, Arnold, can I have that back, please?
So, okay, I do want to look in my pocket and just make sure. Is that the actual gem that I have? Do I feel it?
Which one?
The Stone of Galore.
The Stone
one
of
that he took
Galore,
from
like
Doppelgareth.
I took it from Doppelgareth. I just want to like feel in my pocket and make sure it's still there and that I still have it.
Right. Which one?
Which pocket, or what do you ask?
No,
me?
there's 2 of them in there.
I have 2. Wow, really?
How the fuck
Okay.
did you get 2? Where did mine go?
I don't know, but we gotta do. I mean, that's what we wanted.
Can
so now
I
we don't
just-
know which one is which. So now we have to guard both
can
of
I put
them.
my hand in my pocket and kind of like not David Bowie?
yeah,
Hey,
do
Arnold,
that.
never ever
Labyrinth.
do that to me again.
Can I elaborate?
Can I just really get in there? Can I just
It was
play
so
with the balls
long,
of the
stone.
Anthony.
I just gotta feel
So
those stones.
long.
Let me just feel those stones.
Okay. I want to juggle those balls. Is what I want to do. Is the thing.
I want to gargle those balls.
I need to know. Okay.
Okay. Give me an investigation check, please, Anthony.
You got it.
Investigate those balls.
Investigate those balls.
You might need
Investigate
2
these
hands.
nuts.
Investigate these nuts.
Oh, it's
If that's not our episode title, I swear to Christ.
Twitter, listen to me, Twitter. I know that you've already voted by the time this episode is out, but I swear to God.
Investigate these nuts.
so I investigated those nuts. I got a 23.
Okay. Anthony, massively unfortunately for you, these nuts are indistinguishable from each other.
One's not like a little bigger than the other.
Nah, they have the same amount of veins and the same amount of heft.
Wait, can I try? Like,
And they're on symmetrical sides of the sack too, right, equidistant from the seam.
okay, well, since at this point, since at this point, BB has made no attempt or shown no interest in these stones. Like, I don't feel like
hang on. I've been laughing over BB for the last 30 seconds. BB,
That's
do you
fair.
have any interest in these nuts?
In these nuts, do you have any interest in these nuts?
These nuts are not the ones I'm looking for.
Oh,
Okay. And because of that, Arnold takes both out in his hand and kind of like looks at them and looks at Gareth and says, like, I think we have 2. We have a whole set of them.
Okay, I think that might have actually doubled our problems, but I'll still take them, I guess.
So hang on. So can I?
Or take them.
I mean, I know this is most likely gonna fail, but like, what else am I doing in my life? I'm going to hand Gareth one of them. I'm gonna say, hey, will you hold one of these? And I'm going to cast locate object. And I know I, as a person, as a character, have held the Stone of Galore. I'm going to look specifically for that. Not a stone, an object that looks like it. I'm looking for this thing that I know
With the
I've held.
specific one that he has held before.
Yes.
all right. Arnold.
Okay.
You cast locate object, and the very unsatisfactory answer that I can give you right now is
Fair.
yep.
They both glow.
They both glow.
They're there.
Okay, that's fair.
My
We have
question,
them
though,
both.
I'm gonna follow up with a question: is what is the price that BB demands for successfully duplicating those rocks that you're holding in your hands?
I mean,
I think the price was
BB
being
really
pest control
do
and getting those guys out of her
anything,
warehouse.
Right.
Fair.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was just gonna ask for some hugs because I've been by myself for so long. But
bet you guys feel
That's
like
fine.
dicks.
Yep.
Can I immediately do like the
That's fine.
office gif of like just like jump hug, like, oh god,
Just like attack hug.
I need this
Yeah, he
so
just
bad.
fully
right now.
launches
I've lost
himself.
friends. I've been through so much. I need a hug. No one's even tried a little.
Really?
Mel's not a hugger unless you're a
Yeah, I
dog.
don't think Gareth or Mel are
not a-
big
no.
huggies.
So yeah, so when she says she was just gonna ask for a hug, I'm just gonna hug. I don't care. I know, like,
Fuck
it's a
yeah.
fantasy. I'm going for it. Like,
I think
Arnold,
Mel and Gareth shake hands.
Very cordially, very
yeah,
formally.
yeah.
Okay. BB, the half elf wraps you in, I'm going to say, a very, very warm hug.
Oh, that's so nice,
She's gonna
sugar.
get a
Thank
tattoo of you
you.
also, just so you know.
That's okay. I'm fine with it.
The more of me, the better.
You could probably use the shower though, all of you. I just feel like you should all know
Yeah, it's been a
It's
rough.
crazy that monster replicated my stink. That was weird.
that.
Definitely not me, though, right? Like, okay. Well, on that note, on that great joke that I'm going to cut out of this episode, we're going to end on a better joke. Aaron, really quick before we break, could you tell the audience where to find you on socials and shout out any projects that you have that you would like to promote, if any?
Sure. I actually don't have any projects right now. So you can find me on socials at Lost in Austin with an underscore at the end on Twitter. And that's it. Yeah, no, I don't have any. I have some podcasts coming up, but not close enough to promote. That'd be so fun.
I actually always had this idea of like the greatest prank ever. Somewhere in my house, I'm gonna hide a note that just says, if I'm found dead, then Alex did it, for example. And then when I die of something completely natural, they're gonna find that note and assume that Alex somehow murdered me.
Yeah.
And that'll just be real funny for me if there's an afterlife. If there's not, I don't care, I'm dead. But if there is, I'm really enjoying how this plays
Oh,
out.
dude,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite things to do in this game I play. You guys know the game Mafia, where there's
Yeah.
It's that, but in virtual reality with guns. My favorite thing to do is if I like need to get off and I'm like an innocent man, I'll just go up to like some random guy and I'll be like, "Oh no, Cosmic Walrus, what are you doing?" And then I'll shoot myself in the head.
It did sound like you went up to that guy and just jerked off like a little
Yeah.
bit.
If I have to get off,
I
this
just go up
innocent
and I just
man,
beat him off.
I'm
I
just
just start
gonna-
jerking
I'm
his
just gonna
shit.
beat
It's a
him off.
dominance thing, mate.
What's you gonna do?
It's a dominance thing. It's a mental game, mate. I just
All
come
right,
up to you
all
and
right.
start jerking your shit and you bust everywhere. Yeah, imagine, if you will, you're somebody who wants to check out the individual members of their favorite D&D podcast, Critically Stupid. And they're just going through the bios and they see a bunch of things followed by ish and kinda. Or what? That's not like me making fun of you. That's literally what yours is. It's not.
I know.
It's
I
an
just feel
astute
called out.
observation.
Like, no, like in this moment, I'm just realizing how like uncool I am. No
Yeah,
matter
no,
how
it's
much
okay.
I
And
try otherwise. Like,
mean,
I will never be as cool as Gen Z. It's fine.